Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Sujoyku Made Me Do It by Calvinball. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these two quadruples in the grid. These are these circles, and they're called quadruples because they touch 4 cells. The digits in the quadruples must appear at least once in the cells it touches. So this is 2 and 5. So for example, I put a 2 here and a 5 here, and then 1 and 4, and that would, in terms of that part of it, there's another part of it I'll go over, but in terms of that part of it, that would be an acceptable way to fill it. But we could also repeat, right? We could have 2 2s and 2 5s, or 2 2s and 1 5. But what we can't do is like 4 5 3 4, because now 2 is omitted. One of these must be a 2 at least. But in addition to that, they are min-max. And so the 2 and the 5 represent the smallest and largest digit in those 4 cells. So my example here of 2514 was not correct because the 1, it would be the smallest digit, not the 2. But we could still do this because 2 is still the smallest digit, 5 is still the largest digit. Or we could do something like this or something like that. All right, so that's the min-max quadruples. We also have German whisper lines. So the way these work is adjacent digits on the line have to have a difference of at least 3. So if this was 2, then this is adjacent to it on the line, just the next cell on the line. And it could be a 5 because that's a difference of 3, or a 6 because that's a difference of 4, which is still at least 3. What we can't do is like 2 3, that has a difference of 1, or 2 4, that has a difference of 2, or 2 1, that is a difference of 1. So that is how German whisper lines work. And that's true of every pair of adjacent digits. So if there was a 2 here, both of these need to be at least 3 away from 2. So like a 5 here and a 6 here would do it. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, so we know, I'm just going to pencil this. We know this is from 1, 2, 3, 4, and we know this is from 2, 3, 4, 5. For what it's worth. There's something special about 3 and 4 on German whisper lines, which is that you got to be careful about where you put them, because 3 has only one partner, the 6. It's the only other digit that can go next. The only digit that can go next to 3 is the 6. The 4 similarly has only one digit, and it's the 1. All other numbers have at least 2 partners. But so what would happen if we put a 3 here is this would have to be 6, and this would have to be 6 in order for both of them to be at least 3 away from 3. And you can see that that clashes. So this can't be 3 or 4 for that reason, because of the one buddy thing. Let's see. One of these does need to be 4, though. So 1 or 2 here. So we're gonna talk about another property of German whispers that's interesting, which is that they always alternate low, high, low, high, low, high. Now what's low? Low is 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna use this one for an example. Low is 1, 2, 3, and high is 4, 5, 6. You can see that if we tried to do a 1, 2, 3 and then another 1, 2, 3, so a low and then a low, there's no way we could get these to have a difference of at least 3. The best we could do is a 1, 3 pair, which has a difference of 2. And so you can't stay in the lows. You have to go to the highs. And then the highs have the same issue. 4, 6 would have a difference of 2. So you got to go back down to the lows. So whether this is low or high, we don't know, but we do know that it's going to alternate. And so what we do know, this is low. So I'm going to call that blue, kind of a cool color. And then we're going to say that it alternates with orange being high digits. Now, we know that orange represents the high digits, so it's 4, 5, and 6. So there's exactly 3 oranges in every row, column, and box, because every row, column, box is 1 to 6 once each. So that means that since we have 3 oranges already here, we need 3 more blues. There are now 3 blues in this box, meaning these both have to be orange. Well, if they're orange, they can't be 2 or 3, because orange is high. So this is a 4, 5 pair. That does mean that we must have a 2 down here in order to fulfill our quad, because it can't be up here. So one of these is a 2, which is going to point, removing 2 from these 2. This also can't be a 3. It would put 6 and 6 here, so this is 1 or 2. That's a 1, 2 pair. So this can't be 1 or 2. And then this 4, 5 pair tells us it's not 4. So this has to be a 3, which is low. This is high, and it's the 6. This is a 4, 5 pair. Now this can't be 4, because these would both be 1. So that's the 5, and that's the 4. This is our 6. All right, down here we get our 1, which is also low. And we need a 4 somewhere in this quad. It's got to be this one. So it's high and it's a 4. So these are not 4s. So this 4-5 pair does give us the 5. We do need a 2. Okay, we already figured that out. This 6 looks down, putting a 6 in one of these two. Oh, the 5 also looks down. So this is actually a hidden 5-6 pair. 5 and 6 can't go here or here, so they must go here. Those are both high. That leaves the 2 and 3 here, which are low. This is a 2-3-5 triple, basically, whereas the 6 in the row, it only goes there, and it is high. All right, let's see if we can figure this one out. We know these are one of each for multiple reasons. One, because it's the German Whisperer rule, but also because we need 2 more for the column. One way that can help figure this out is just use 2 different colors. I like to use purple and green, just temporarily to visualize which ones are the same as each other. So we know this one has to be purple because we need 1 of each. We already have 2 and 2. Here, blue has definitely been completed. One of these has to be blue. We don't know which one, but one of them is. So blue is completed with 3 blues. And so then this actually has to be high. And it's only 4 or 5. Let's see. We know one of these is a 3. That doesn't really seem to help. I'm trying to connect these to blue or orange, but I'm not immediately seeing how. Let's see, maybe there's some Sudoku we can do. There's just not much known here, but we need a 2, 5, 6 here. Oops, 2, 5, 6 here. 2 is one of these two. So none of these aren't 2. So I'm thinking about, since we know these aren't 2, I'm thinking about whether this could be a 1-3 pair. Like 1 is very easy, but remember 3 is limited. So like we know this can't be a 3 because this can't be a 6 since there's already a 6 in the column. So if green was low, the 3 would have to be here. So we go 3, then 6, and then 1 because it's the only low left. One of these is a 1. Should mark that. So we go 3, 6, 1, and then this would be high. I mean, yeah, that seems to work. In fact, 3 is one of these two. Oh, that does it. Just looking at the column, 3 is one of these two. Or the 3 down, looking down, the 2, 3 pair looking down. But this can't be a 3. These would both have to be 6s, which is problematic for many, many reasons. All right, including repeating it in the box and repeating it in this column. So this can't be the 3. So actually, it is what I said. It's this 3. So green, we know, is now blue, and purple is now orange because we placed a 3 in it. This, because the 2's over here, this has to be a 1. And so this is now, I don't know, one of these is a 4, but it's certainly, oh yeah, 3 has to go with 6, so that's fine. That's 5 and that's 6. This is a 2-5 pair now, leaving the 4 right here. This is 5 or 6. Oh, it can't be, sorry, it can't be 4 or 6. So it must be 5. That's 4. This is 2 and 5. 2 is low. 5 is high. All right, what should I do here? Next to 5, we can only put a 1 or a 2. Can't put 3. This actually has to be a 4 for the row, so that's a 1. That does make this blue, by the way. It's a 2 or 3. The 4 looks up, giving us 5 and 4. The 1 looks up, giving us 2 and 1 here. That can't be a 5. Oh, the 4 was going to give us this. I completely missed that this 4 gives the 1. We had that for a while. That's okay. I was looking at other things. This is a 2. This 1 looks up, giving us 3 and 1. Oh, this is the place for 5 in the box. Oh, and this couldn't have been 2. I wonder why I had the, oh, I needed a 2 in here, which I completely ignored for these. This is our 2. All right, we ended with 2 5s, but that's okay. We have the 3 and the 2 and the 3. So let's just finish these. I wonder if I can finish the coloring first. Well, this can't be 1, 2, or 3, so it actually has to be high. And that should finish our coloring. There we go. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 1, and this is 6. All right. Cool puzzle, Calvinball. I enjoyed that. Interesting concept here where it was also the range. You can kind of just bake that in by penciling it right at the start, but you know, it is what it is. They still acted like quadruples, which was nice. All right, well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.